Welcome from the international break. Honestly, I was so bored. I don't know how you guys coped, but I couldn't. It was so boring. I had to follow each of my favorites from one country to another. And of course, while Nigeria broke my heart, the international break got very, very boring. But now I'm so glad that we are back. Also, my happiness is sponsored by Chelsea that gave me 3 points at Burnley's home. Let me start with thanking Maresca and Chelsea was just, oof, it's not easy. So thank you so much, Mariska. Thank you to my boys for giving me 3 points, for not making me cry, because I was so eager for the EPL to be back, and you guys gave me double joy. So thank you so much. So I don't know what the problem is with the EPL and Chelsea always starting match weeks, especially when we're back from international break. Almost always starts the game each time. Even when we play the UCL, we still come back to start the game, and it's not funny. Usually, the 12:30 or 1:30 game, afternoon games don't usually favor us. It does not favor us, but we always try. It's a problem for me. I don't like it. Santos deserves the man of the match. In fact, if there is any way they can give Santos two, is it men of the matches, the man of the matches, or men of the match? If there is any way you can give Santos two of those awards, please do. Because Sanchez was on fire. I don't understand. He just recovered from injury and he has kind of like been struggling or something. But Santos was a beast in this game. I know Chaloba really tried. Yes, Chaloba tried. Tosin tried as well. They're still coming back into the game. But it helps me not to see those little mistakes. And I really appreciate Santos. He's on fire. I just hope he keeps doing this for us. I almost forgot Caicedo. I didn't forget Caicedo. Correction. I can never, ever forget Caicedo. I was only so happy that Santos helped us rest Caicedo. It was kind of like risky to bring Caicedo in with all the stress and stuff. I know Caicedo would have delivered, but it would have been risky on him, the stress and stuff. Saying that we have Barca and Arsenal after this. So, thank you so much, Santos, for helping me rest Caicedo. I need to seriously clock it for my gaffer for being able to manage Reece James. It's no joke. Reece James was on fire, no doubt. That's not that Reece James was able to, manage the backline and everything. Kukureya. Do I have to start calling everybody's name one after the other? Can we pay another fee to Brighton for Kukureya? The build up to the first goal by Kukureya. Kuku, take your flowers. Thank you so much for coming through. Kuku was solid. Kuku was running in everywhere. Now, what made Kuku running everywhere was because there was no creativity, there was no flair, there was no body to actually make the play. You know how we call Palmer a playmaker. We didn't have a playmaker on the pitch. You know that Esteval is one of those players that can, duplicate or do what Palmer does for us in a way, not in totality. And we didn't have any of that in the pitch. I saw my boys struggling. We were not clinical. There was even a time that Burnley had the possession. And I was kind of like confused. But luckily enough, we were able to finish 1-0 in the first half. Then came the second half. And it was a mess. The second half was a mess. Oh, more the struggle. Now, what made Kuku run around playing different wings, trying to invert everywhere? One of the problems were Dilap. I don't like to call out my players like this, but Dilap. I feel Dilap is one of those players that once he's able to get one EPL goal, the floodgates of goals are going to be opened onto him and he's going to keep scoring. But before then, can you please not be selfish with the goal? You're a team player. In Chelsea, we play like a team. We're not this is not Ipswich, baby. This is not Ipswich, where you are the only. Everybody big for Chelsea, though. Everybody big for Chelsea. Can you please focus on giving assist and then the goals are going to come? I know you're the number 9, but you're making things difficult for other people. I saw some selfishness on the part of Dilap that I didn't really like. And I feel he can do better. It's not pressing enough, but yet you're aggressive and getting cards, unnecessary cards. Regardless of the fact that you're not scoring goals for us right now, we still need you. We need you. So I felt Dilap was a problem. Now, João Pedro was not giving a lot of space. He did a lot of work. You guys might not have noticed João Pedro, but he did a lot of work. That made Burnley players actually focus on João Pedro at some point because they know the quality that JP had. And if you let JP, that's why they fouled him so many times. João Pedro might not be a player that can carry Chelsea single-handedly like Palmer did last season, or like Esteval does sometimes. But João Pedro is a player that needs to link up with another player to carry Chelsea. That is how I see João Pedro. I feel that João Pedro needs a good collaborator to help him out. Because we've seen so many times when he's with Palmer or Esteval that he does so well. The way Tosin held down the ball actually made the play, people called it boring. It was dull. But I also understand the fact that it's not every club that you play with energy. There are clubs you play with and you lose 100% energy. And there are clubs you play with and you do not need all that energy. So it's just something about football, you know. It's not every time you go with too much energy. Sometimes you just absorb. Sometimes you go slow. You slow down the pace of the game. You control the game that way. So it depends. But Justin's zone was too much. He was just holding down the ball. At some point, he made mistakes. Who needs this? Seriously, who needs this? Why you have McGee? I would choose McGee to press my clothes rather than this. McGee, please press my clothes. What is this? McGee is better than this. What was that press? Bro, let's not forget that I keep saying this over and over again. You know, I like to talk about history. I keep saying this. I like to go back on when players did me well. I kept saying that this same McGee single-handedly gave me the conference league last season before Palmer finished it. Like he finished the work because McGee was on injuries. He gave me goals. He was the one that took me from one stage to another with his goals, with his pressing. Who the hell needs this? Just get this out of my sight. I'm amazed. In as much as I want Gay to start every game, but for now, I think he just should be sold. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I would prefer over and over again McGee over Gay. It's not about, oh, it's just because he's something. We have seen Gay when he was not something. Shut up. Maybe you're a new Chelsea fan. Yeah, maybe you are new. McGee. You know, when they subbed in McGee and took out João Pedro, I was scared. I was like, who is going to help me with this Gay link up? Because I know that Gay can press. Who is there to help me run in? Who can run in for me? Because I was like, I'm not sure. Gaffer knows better. But I'm not sure that Gaffer should take out João Pedro. Who is going to run in for me? Enzo said, here am I. Send me. Get a McGee in your life. Let me start from the composure from Sanchez. Sending over the ball to Gusto. I remember McGee, then the next thing, go from Enzo Fernandez. McGee for president.